Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. Today, I'm here actually to analyze Venus retrograde. And actually, Venus going to go retrograde in Leo for 40 days on July 22nd. All right, so first of all, to understand Venus retrograde, we have to analyze Venus, and we also have to analyze the archetype, actually, not only for Venus, but also for Leo. And we're going to also analyze what kind of aspect does it make during, by it's in retrograde as well. Okay, so we're going to start with Venus. Venus actually rules two signs. It rules Taurus in daytime and it rules Libra at nighttime. So Venus is the perfect yin and yang, okay? So that has the positive and negative side. Venus is love and attraction, fertility, the goddess of fertility, but also it rules your material possession as well in Taurus. So it rules currency, money. Venus rules a lot of things. Venus rules, for example, beauty. It rules, I lost my thought at this moment, but, you know, like definitely love, money, attraction, fertility, and material possession. In Leo, it wants to be attractive because Leo rules the fifth house. It rules children. It rules actually entertainment, record label studios. It rules joy, pleasure, and winning prizes as well. And fifth house is actually the house of investment. And you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm going to create this birth chart. So we're going to put Venus in the fifth house because it rules Leo. So let me see, maybe 10 a.m. would make it to become Leo there. No, it's not. Okay. All right. So probably it has to be something to do, maybe even bunny. If not, I'm not going to play with that because I don't want to annoy anyone. Okay, so probably it's actually midnight. Let me see one more thing. If it's midnight, maybe it's gonna change it for the fifth house. If not, we don't care about that. All right, yes, it did change. All right, so it rules the fifth house, okay, Leo. It rules your heart. It rules, as I said, entertainment and prize winning, children as well, your creativity. And Venus itself also rules creativity as well. It rules arts. So when it goes back to retrograde in Leo, it's not actually great to start something new. However, it's amazing to harvest the product, whatever you created before. So for example, or it is really, really good to restart something. So if you already had some kind of business in entertainment, if you were a singer, if you were a model, because Venus in Leo actually could be very attractive. A lot of model has that kind of, like they have their Venus in Leos. They like to shine. They like to be center of attention. They like to be on the stage. So if you had some kind of offering for modeling before, but you know, you gave up that kind of job, or if you started a business before with creativity, with writing, or if you ever have done some kind of seminars, but you stopped for some reason, this is the time right now what could actually come back to you. Also, investment with gold, investment in art, in expensive jewelries, but it's not good to start something new, as I said. So if you haven't experienced that before, don't, because you know that it could be some kind of delay or loss. But if you already have done something with gold before, invested there, or if you had some kind of art project before, this is really, really good to revisit, to actually renew something. Or for example, if you had some kind of creative project, even if you had some kind of writing project, you might going to have to rewrite something, or if you are capable to create a seminar, or if you were doing seminars, this is the time right now when you are capable to rewrite your seminars and you're going to be able to teach again, for example. Okay, it also rules your heart. And this could be something with intimacy, love affairs as well. So it could bring back a lover from the past. And then we're going to analyze actually what kind of aspect Venus is going to do the day when it goes to retrograde. So Venus is the apex point actually to the Neptune and Pluto based Yod. Yod is finger of God. It is a fated event in your life, or in our life, if you have in your chart. And actually, the apex point is something what we are blinded about. The base is always a sextile. And the two planets that make the sextile makes an in conjunction, a quincunx to the planet over here, which is the apex point, which is the point that is the finger of God pointing somewhere. In this case, it's pointing to Venus in Leo. The base is Neptune and Pluto. So what is it about? It is something about control, something about spirituality. So it is a transformation, major transformation in our spiritual life, perhaps. Pluto could be obsession, Neptune could be some kind of delusion, illusion, and addiction. Pluto in Capricorn actually is capable to control the addiction if it could overcome that kind of apex point, that because it could be like, all right, I know I need a spiritual transformation, I know I need to go to retreat center, but I don't want anyone to know about that because this is ego. Venus in Leo is ego. And it could be like, no, I'm not able to go to a retreat because if somebody going to recognize me, what about with my reputation? If you are able to overcome this kind of ego and, peeling the layers of that onion, then you are capable to heal. Or it could be a transformation in your spirituality. But for example, as simple as it is, even in relationship, like, yes, I would like to get a partner over here who is spiritual and capable to actually provide some kind of financial abundance for me, but the partner doesn't look the way my society expects it to look like. Like, for example, it could be a fatty person. It could be ugly for my friends. If I can overcome that kind of ego over here, like everything has to be perfect, beautiful, and at least perfect to you or perfect to me, then you are capable to go through of that kind of spiritual transformation and actually get into a relationship or get recognition. Honor, Pluto in Capricorn could be some kind of political, actually it could be really good with a political career for some. Or for example, it could be really great for some to create like retreat centers, like with something with medical marijuana, something with microdose mushrooms, whatever it is, like medicine, holistic medicine. But then you have to overcome the part if you will be judged by the public, or who you're going to look like for others. Okay, then we're going to, and it has like 1,000 kind of translation, and I might going to mention a few more, but definitely it's something has to be doing with ego and the way you look like. So you don't have to be perfect. It says, you know what, you can do this transformation. You can create a retreat center. You can start to teach. You can heal from your addiction, and you don't have to look perfect, because there is a process during healing. And yes, especially if somebody wants to do some kind of addiction treatment, that it could be some kind of delirium treatments or something like that, treatments or something like that. So it's ugly. When you are coming off from something, doesn't matter what kind of addiction is that, it could be ugly. So it says it's okay to look the way you look right now, because of the healing is going through, and later on you will be enjoying the fruit, the harvest, whatever you have done for it. Okay, but Venus retrograde over here in the 5th house, it's definitely very good to get reconnected with a lover, or actually reconnected with your children. Some of you might have disconnected or distanced with your children. It could actually bring back for some people some kind of opportunity with pregnancies. Maybe you said you don't want to have a 3rd child, or you don't want to have a 2nd child, and right now it's going to be again a topic in your family, and you might want to get pregnant. Definitely can bring back investment as well. The second things what it's gonna make an other yod actually, and it's going to make the yod with south node. Not everybody is considering the nodes to be, you know, like part of the yod, but I do. And here what we have the base of this yod is Venus and south node, and the apex point is Neptune. So this Venus and Neptune twice involved in this yod. So Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's the big sister of Venus. It's love or big brother. But Neptune actually it's male energy here. But okay, so this is the big sibling of Venus, forgiveness, higher octave of love. All right, so let's see. So south node has a Saturnian energy. It is something with your karma. That is the path you have been on already. So it's not something new. And Venus retrograde also bringing back something from the past. So paying off your karma. But you have to see something, and you don't see because you are living in illusion, delusion. Neptune is the apex point here. Neptune is illusion, delusion, or it might be actually something with addiction or alcoholism or drinking, or, you know, like some kind of drug abuse here. So it means like, take off your blindfold, take off your rose quartz glasses and see everything as it is. Truth is liberating here. So see the things the way they are. See the paper the way they are. They don't lie, you know, like they show their true self. Many times we just don't believe, and that's when we are making mistakes. So here, when the Venus is the apex point not apex point, but the base of the yod, and making sextile with South, it's representing eventually we are capable actually to overcome and paying off for karmic debts, because of something is coming back from the past. So as I said before, it could be something with art, it could be something with creativity, it could be something with a childhood trauma or memory, it could be a childhood love, it could be something with Neptune, you know, it's photography, dancing, filmmaking. Perhaps you're going to get reattached with something what you really wanted to do as a little boy or little girl, something with art. Maybe you wanted to do ballroom dancing or piano, and this is the time when you can fulfill your karma and actually relearn how to play the piano, or or you know, just doing something creative for yourself. Okay, and then we're going to see Venus actually going to make a square with Jupiter at one point, and it's going to make 2 times, because when it goes back direct, it's going to do another square. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, and Jupiter is in the sign of Venus in Taurus, right? So the square not necessarily bad influence over here. The square has a Martian flavor. It's impulsive. It's an initiator. It's courageous. So Venus in Leo, many times it means gold, golden heart, noble heart. Jupiter is a blessing here. In Taurus, it's financial blessing. So many of us are want to create financial blessing in our life. Many people going to reconsider investment, 5th house, but Leo rules is investment. So a lot of people going to buy golds, real golds. Why real? Because Taurus is fixed sign. It's loves tangible things. So the blessing is coming from something, but you are capable to see, touch, smell, whatever. It's tangible. And Taurus actually rules farms and farm animals. Jupiter is big animals. Some people going to actually start to horseback ride or buying horses, expensive horses, or cows, livestock. So it could be invest in lands and farming, okay? And then you can also see Uranus is also in Taurus, because, you know, why not to check this? So a lot of people going to actually go self-sufficient farming during this Venus retrograde. You're going to have hydroponic, you know, like hydroponic farming and actually grow your plants like that and grow your food on your own during this Venus retrograde, because of Venus also rules for food and your taste bud, because it rules Taurus, and Taurus loves to eat. Taurus rules the jaw and your taste, your tongue, so it's your taste bud as well. And Venus rules sweets. So there could be something with, you know, like I didn't have craves for sweet for a long time, but right now I'm going to crave again. So a lot of us wants to have ice creams. You know, it's summertime during Venus going to retrograde here. So obviously it could involve a lot of fruit, and like we craving for fruits, and we want to have more sweets and more pleasure, more joy, more intimacy, more hugging. We want to have quality time with our children, for example, and spend time with our children. Okay, so then we're going to check what else it's good. Actually, Venus, when it goes to retrograde, it is trining with North Node, because North Node just went in Aries 29 degrees on July 17th, on the new moon, when it was a Cancer new moon, actually. And this is our purpose. It is something to do with the karma, but you haven't been yet. That is the new avenue you are approaching in life. In Aries, something about us, or identity, or ego, the mask what we are wearing. So the way you are pretend to others, it is like a lot of emphasis going to be on the individuals right now. We need to take care of ourselves. We want to shine on our own. We not necessarily want to have a lot of business partners or work together with people. And as I said in my previous videos, because of Sol not gonna go to Libra, it could be like a lot of divorce, right? And the first 15 degrees over here, because it's retrograding back, it's still the via combusta. So no, the Saturnian energy via combusta is the burning way. So there is going to be a lot of divorce. And actually, I'm going to check the statistic if it is true or not. But I assume it will be. And then, but it's trining with North Node here, and it's going to trine a few times because going retrograde and after coming back, so it's gonna trine another time. So the purpose or personal career going to change, and it's going to make a lot of people to become really, really impulsive or want to achieve achievement in sports. For example, sports going to be something amazing here. So there is going to be maybe new sports coming up or something with Venusian energy, Venusian Leo energy. It's gonna be a new golf famous people, or you know, because yeah, Venus, Leo, and North Node in Aries, something to do with tennis and golf, but someone new is coming up besides Tiger Woods or whoever are there. It's a new tournament and a new person who achieved the highest rank over there. Okay, and what else could it mean? You know, like the day when it goes retrograde, actually, we're going to have a grand cross in the sky. It's very, very negative, unfortunately. I don't like it. Nobody likes this. Because Pluto and Sun in 29 degrees across each other's in heaven, opposition, Saturnian energy, fears, death, and the nodes, or future, or karma, is involved in this, and you know, it's power struggle. It is, what do we need to do? Do we need to choose our family or our career? Do we need to choose ourselves or our partner? So the struggle really is between these, like family or career, yourself or your partner. Yes, so that's also influencing the first day of Venus retrograde. So it's an intense energy. However, we can harvest a lot of things during here. And you know, a lot of people fear to have the wedding. I wouldn't plan a wedding today and do it in a month. But if you already planned it and you already have all your invitation out and everything, just make sure you renew your wedding vows in a year. So actually you're doing some kind of remedy, and in a year on the same day when the planetary aspect's going to be a lot better, you renew it and it will be fine. So you don't have to fear from it. There could be some kind of difficulties, but don't fear from it at all. Or you know what, Venus retrograde. Leo loves to shine. Leo loves beauty, Venus as well. New haircut, or you know, like for example, if you never had short haircut, don't do it right now. You know, wait a little bit. Like, you know, sleep on it a few days, which is actually 40 days, and Venus is gonna be in shadow for longer. So wait a little bit over here. So definitely don't do anything new or impulsive here, because you might going to regret. You're not going to like the way it looks like. You're not going to see actually the result as you wanted to see. So just careful with that. All right, guys, fifth house and Venus retrograde could be like, you know, like you can have something to do with like an instant family. You know, you might going to get a lover coming back who has a child and get an instant family here. Yes. All right, what else should we say? You know what, I'm going to say actually every single sign over here. So let's see, Aries rising, sun and moon, but mostly rising, okay? And secondary sun and moon. It's gonna happen in your fifth house. We were talking about that. Fifth house is your love affairs. It is your children, creativity, entertainment, joy, pleasure, prize winning. So you might going to have an investment coming back, a lover coming back, reconnect with your children, as I said before. It could be anything to do with winning a lottery ticket. Maybe actually you lost something and it's coming back to you. And it could be like you lost your lottery tickets or your prize, and then you find it finally and you can claim it. So that could be great. If you have a Taurus rising, secondly, sun or moon, it's going to happen in your fourth house. So it could indicate like a family member who you lost contact with going to come back to you. it could be bring back an opportunity to reconnect with your parents. It could bring back actually your biological parents. Maybe you didn't know who are your biological parents, and right now you will find out. It could also bring back an opportunity to purchase a home, because Venus is finances and you can purchase a home. All right, and Taurus, Venus rules you, so it's going to affect you definitely. It's affect Leos, if you have Leo rising moon and sun, and also Taurus rising moon and sun, and Libra rising moon and sun affecting you the most. Okay, so yes, Taurus it's happening in your fourth house. Fourth house is to do something with your root and properties. So you are capable to invest in property, you're capable to, if you, for example, had like, you wanted to do a license, like what is that kind of like real estate license, but you didn't pass, this is the time you are capable to pass that. Okay, if you have a Gemini rising moon and sun, it's going to happen in your third house. Third house is anything to do with your communication, with your written project. It could be skill-based schooling, online schooling. You can actually recreate that. Actually, it's very good actually to rewrite your books if you had some kind of issue with that, re-edit it. If you have a website, this is the time when you can beautify or add some kind of feature for it, like payment feature, for example. Venus is payment, and it could attract the right client for you. So that is really good. Communication will be smooth and loving. You can actually get back a friend who you lost contact with, or a sibling, reconnect with a sibling. If you have a Cancer rising moon and sun, it's going to happen in your second house. Second house is your values, your earned money. That's your wallet. That is your taste also. And, you know, it is an earning opportunity that could come back to you. And the earning opportunity could come from art. It could come from investment in gold, or investment in land or farms, or supplements, food supplements, or something to do with heart-related supplements, which could be really beneficial. But you already had this before, this kind of opportunity, so it's not new. Your gift and talents that you had previously in your life, but you lost contact with it, you didn't have time to practice, it could come back to you, something with it, and you can practice again, and you will really enjoy it. If you have a Leo rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your first house. So first house, everything to do with your ego, with your body, with your heart. So definitely could bring back a lover for you as well. It could also bring back an opportunity, a shareholder. For example, maybe you lost contact, you had your own company, or you are a CEO of a company, and you lost some kind of shareholders, they left, and they are coming back to you. It could also indicate like you're going to return to something that you haven't, so for example, as I said before, if you had a short hair before, previously when you were a child, and after that for 20 years you never had it, but right now you wanted to have it short again. So something with fashion also coming back, but you maybe you lost a lot of weight, and you can wear again those beautiful clothes you had in the wardrobe, and you didn't recycle or gave it away, and you know you are capable to use it again, Leos. Definitely it's affecting you the most because it's happening in your sign. So you're going to be like you harvesting all the creative fruits of your hard work. So this is good for you. Virgos, it's going to happen in your 12th sign, the 12th house. 12th house is hidden. This is hidden enemies. So you might going to have some kind of hidden enemy coming back. But 12th house rules actually your script writing. You might have to revisit your scripts there and recorrect it, or it could bring back an opportunity to purchase a vacation rental, or it could bring back actually an opportunity to purchase a big animal. Maybe you wanted to have a horse all the time, but somehow you didn't have the money, or you had to sell it and you can rebuy it. This is, or it could bring back actually opportunity to get healed, to go to a retreat center. Maybe you had to cancel during COVID, and right now the opportunity rise again and you will go for a retreat. So that is really good to have a retreat, guys. All right, let me see if you are Libra. Libra, it's gonna happen in your 11th house. That is your goals, long-term goals. This is anything to do with money from your career. This is your hopes and wishes, and that is your community, clubs, belonging from something. So actually, if you left a club where you were at a high society club for some reason, actually, or you've been kicked out or denied, you can return over there. And right now it's an opportunity to get into there. It could also bring back a bonus opportunity, something from your career. Perhaps there was, like they promised to you something, like, and they didn't pay you, but right now it's time for them to pay you. Yes, so definitely community. A friend could come back. You can reconnect with a friend as well. And it could be really loving, and there is forgiveness into it. If you are a Scorpio rising sun and moon, then it's going to happen in your 10th house of career. This is great, some kind of opportunity with your career, recognition, popularity, fame. You are capable to go on red carpet. Venus loves to shine. Venus in retrograde, it's bringing back an old job, an old career, something what you were disconnected, something what you lost contact with. And it's something to do with art, perhaps. So that this is good for you, Scorpios. Definitely there is recognition in it, and there is value and money in this. So not only you get back the career, but your financial stability also going to get better because of this opportunity. If you have a Sagittarius rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 9th house. 9th house is publishing, podcast, social media, YouTubing. It's bringing back your clients, your followers. It's bringing back opportunity with publishing. Perhaps you had to republish something, and then you are actually going to benefit out from it. Anything with art, book writing, journalism, newspaper, TV, media, anything with that. It can bring back a beautiful opportunity to travel, but if you have an export-import business also, it could indicate actually return to that business, return to a language that you started to learn, and you stopped learning, and right now you're going to reconnect with that. It could bring back your second husband, for example, or wife. Maybe you divorced, but they're going to show up and they want to come back into your life. Capricorn rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 8th house. 8th house is your shared resources. It is anything to do with big amount of money, banking. It has to do something with taboo sex, death, insurance money, tax money. So you might going to get a tax refund, but money is returning to you. So, which is great. Inheritance is returning to you. You might thought it's have been lost, or they're going to take it away, or you were disowned, and right now you're going to learn, like, no, I'm not disowned. I'm going to get that inheritance. I'm going to get that medical malpractice money or insurance money paid out, and it could be something with heart surgeries, something with surgeries, definitely. And like there is some kind of compensation that comes into you for you. It could be through a heartbreak, right? And like maybe you divorced and you didn't get the money, but right now that will be paid to you. If you have an Aquarius rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your seventh house. Seventh house is relationship. It is one-on-one relationship. It's legal matters. So you know what? You might going to have a positive outcome if you have a legal matter coming back to you. You thought maybe you lost the case, but actually you're going to reapply and then you're going to win the case. It could bring back a business partner, or it could bring a business opportunity for you, which you thought you lost, and you know it'll be going to get back to you and restart the whole entire application or business with you, and you're going to have some kind of increase in value, financial value here. It could bring back a partner to you. Seventh house is marriage also. So maybe your marriage actually coming back to you, all right? And if you have a Pisces rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your sixth house. Sixth house is your health. That is actually your rental properties, your pet, your small pets, and everything like that. Just a second. I don't know. All right, Pisces again. So yes, it's your sixth house, and sixth house anything to do with your rental properties. So you might going to have a tenant coming back to you, or an opportunity with the rental properties. You might have thought your tenants are leaving, but actually they're going to again resign the papers and stay longer. It could bring back an animal. So if you lost your animal, your dog ran away, or your cat, you might find those small animals. Actually, if you had some kind of fitness studio, something to do with gym and workout, or yoga studio, you might going to go back and work out again because of somehow you feel you need to do that. Anything to do with your health, actually it could create cravings for sugar, so you have to be careful, Pisces in the sixth house. It could unfortunately bring back some kind of sugar intolerance, or it could bring back some kind of pre-diabetes or issues with diabetes. So definitely you will need to be careful here. But I would say concentrate and focus on the positive, and go back to a yoga studio, or start to juice, or do something. Juicing fruit could be like you were juicing before, and you know you gave it up because it was way too much hassle, and right now you want to do it again, and you're going to return to that. All right, guys, so there was a little bit of interruption. My family came home, but that's what I wanted to say about Venus retrograde here. Let me put away my tablet. And then I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did so, please don't hesitate to subscribe and like my videos, and comment also, and let me know how did it work out for you. As you know, a tiny little thank you helps me a lot, because of this is the only way it's going to recognize me, the algorithm. That's how it works, and I would truly appreciate that. So thank you so much. Check out my website if you would like to have a personal reading with me, www.urbanwitch.org. I will see you with the August videos in 2 days. Thank you so much. Bye for now.